Welcome back to Tinder jail.
Oh, gosh. She's locked up. They won't let her out.
Got locked up.
Won't let her out.
Classic.
You're just loving. You're just
love is not the correct word.
There is only one word to use. You are loving this experiment.
I don't know. Love
Even
is
though,
not the right
again,
word. I hate it.
This would be the time when I would hit the producer and I'd be like, hey,
Pull up.
play that clip when I told her this shit wasn't going to work.
I mean,
And they
yeah.
play that
No, you
shit.
did. I'll give you that. You said that this shit was not going to work, and you were mighty correct. But, I mean, like any good old-fashioned dating experiment, there are pros and cons, and we haven't even gotten to the real present-day point of the story yet. Yeah.
So I believe we left off had just been put in jail.
Yeah. So...
She just took her mug shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Went through processing.
Yep. So I'm in Tinder jail, and I was bitching to you. I was so fucking livid. The whole thing was so fraudulent. So fraudulent. It just cannot be stated. I mean, before I even get into the rest of the story, like, it just cannot be stated enough. The fact that, like, now having this happened the way it did, you cannot trust these fucking apps. Like, they are not giving you transparent information, reality matches, nothing. Like, they know who likes you, who you like. They can fucking figure this shit out in the algorithm.
You're talking about the algorithm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, like, they are withholding shit from you, just period, point blank. There's just no doubt in my mind at this point.
There's no real money in giving people real love.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even when you're not in Tinder jail like I was, where like, it's just like you're shadow banned. Like, even when you're just regular swiping, like I know everybody's been there when it's like you swipe right on somebody and then you like have a little pause, like, ooh, is it gonna come up with a little match? And then it doesn't, and you're like, bummer.
Oh, you do bummer? I be doing like, this bitch did swipe right on me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, let those feelings go, because that shit is not real, and I guarantee you that like there's a very good chance that you did match with that person and they are literally just withholding it from you if you like already got too many matches that day or some shit. Like, they're dirty, dirty dogs.
I don't know who the Tinder CEO is, but I'm calling you out, bro.
I know. For real.
Come on the podcast.
It's just,
Talk your
it's
shit.
so, I just have no faith in these apps anymore. So that needs to be said. Okay, so I was in Tinder jail, and I was bitching to you about how fraudulent it was. And then freaking, like, whatever, 1 a.m. or some shit, like, I suddenly...
She was released.
Released.
A good Samaritan came and paid the bail money.
Somebody bailed me out. I don't know what it was. Or
She was good to go.
Who fucking pulled the strings, whatever. But suddenly I was out of Tinder jail, and I'll tell you what, the effects were immediate. Because I had already put in all the swipes for that day. So 500 swipes or whatever it is that they give you.
It ain't 500 swipes.
200, I don't know, whatever it
ain't
is.
200.
So it feels like that many. It fucking takes too long to get through all these whack ass fucking dudes.
Continue.
But anyway, so the shit just starts flooding in. All the most reckless, terrible, awful, just not even close.
Are you a toaster?
Yeah, I mean, just out of control shit that these dudes say. And I immediately texted you again. This is the middle of the night, and I was like, I regret everything I said. This is horrible. Put me back in jail, please. I beg you. Immediately no.
And
immediately no.
All I said was, I told you so.
Be careful what you wish for, bitch. Yeah. So then I was back out of Tinder jail. And I honestly was like, I feel like they're going to put me right back in it. But they haven't yet. And it's been like another 2 weeks since this incident, because this all happened within the first like 2-3 days. I've been grinding this experiment out for real.
Yeah, grinding. That's one way to describe it. Yep. That's fine.
So,
so here's the thing.
The experiment continued. Yeah.
Why are you, so you went to jail, you got out of jail.
Yeah.
And you went back to doing the work. Why are you still so adamant? I mean, again, I knew this wasn't going to work, but I need to now understand, like, why is it that you are, because you seem even more sure now.
Yeah.
Than you were the last time we talked about it.
Right. No, I'm very sure that
even
this
though
is
all I've seen you do is be mean to all these guys.
Well, okay, so like I get So first of all, the first thing that happened is that I've tried that, Joe. I've tried being nice. I've tried being me. I've tried all the things. So anyway, the first thing that happened once I was out of Tinder jail, to answer your question about like how are these revelations coming my way, is that when you're like really swiping, matching, talking to briefly, like this much, you immediately learn what your bio actually needs to say. So, like, I know we did some fucking...
She just got a Tinder message, by the way.
What is it? Should I read it? Should I look at that one live on air?
Live, do it. Who hit you up? Is it Joey Rodrigo?
Oh.
Jaquan?
No, this is the guy that actually was like, oh, I just listened to your podcast.
Even better. Tell him he's got about 60 more downloads. He said you must be
swiping right faster than the bots. LOL. Tinder is a terrible place, yet here we are. Anyway, okay, back to the point.
Yep, cutting that. Waste.
You learn really immediately what your bio actually needs to say. So we did this fucking cute shit in season 1 of Quarantings where we went through the bios, and you never liked anything I said, but I had that cutesy fucking...
I don't know if I call it cute, but yeah, we did the whole thing.
Yeah, what did mine say? I don't even remember now.
To hype you up and laugh a lot?
Oh yeah, hype me up and laugh a lot.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Bad.
I stand by the sentiment, but like it just became so clear that was not what the bio needed to say. We needed to get much more to the point, much more aggressive, much more on the offense and defense simultaneously, and just fucking get these boys in line, right? So here's eventually, there were several iterations.
Yes, you had to upgrade as always. You know, everything needs to upgrade at some point.
Why don't you read it? Then we can hear your reactions in real time, because I haven't really shown you this full thing. This is what we ended up with. And it's kind of a lot of info. Like, one thing about it is that you need more info in your fucking bio. Like, I used to be that bitch that literally had 4 words in there. You need some shit in there because you're going to be having conversations about this fucking bio. And so, like, if you don't want to talk about this shit, take it out. Like, you might think you want to talk about this, that, or the other thing, and then you just get bored of that so quick. So, like, change it up. Anyway, I'm rambling. Lume, read what I have.
All right. So the CEO's bio has been upgraded.
Yeah.
Lets you know that she's in downtown.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of come find me voice, Vic.
I'm 5'11". If you can't match, it's not a match. Weirdly obsessed with cherries. Cherry emoji. Let's keep this fair. I'll match energy. If you're nice, I'll treat you nice. If you're on dirt, prepare to get played. The painting your nails emoji.
That's my favorite emoji. Go on.
Ultimately seeking a mature, legitimate partner, but not gonna waste time in the meantime. Tongue emoji. Podcaster. Quarantings on Spotify, Apple. Swipe right if you've already got a reservation. The champagne cheersing emoji. In parentheses, not a joke.
Round of applause, please. Come on, give me the round of applause. That's good work. Thank you. That's good work. I was putting in on that.
I mean, it's not horrible.
Yay!
I didn't say it's great.
Your last fucking analysis of my profile was the review by a friend. Good luck.
Good luck. I mean, I still put that there, but like, it's whatever. Like, shit. But okay, no, you were
just
enough.
You just gotta cut through the bullshit. Get to the fucking point. I mean, first of all, if you know me in real life, you know I'm not 5'11". That's number one. I wasn't gonna
call it out. I wasn't gonna call it out.
But here's the thing. I knew if I put my real height, which is 5'9", that all the fucking 5'7" motherfuckers were gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'm 5'9". I'm sick of this bullshit. 5'11" is 5'9" in male speak. So we had to say I was 5'11" so that the 6-footers will, whatever. We're not going for this 5'11", 5'7", pretending to be 5'9" stuff.
She doesn't like teddy bears.
So that's point number 1. That's why we had that. Then what else we got here? Oh, yeah. So the matching energy.
If you're on dirt.
Yeah, the matching energy.
Prepare to be played.
And I have been following this. I am my heart and soul.
Why you gotta play people?
Because if they're trying to be on dirt, then they deserve it.
No. If they're gonna be on dirt, you can be on dirt too. You say you're gonna match the energy, so be on dirt.
Well, I am. That's what I'm saying.
No, you said you're gonna play them.
Okay, so now let's get into some examples of how I am.
Here we go. All right, I can't wait for this.
Okay, here. This guy says.
Can't wait for this. This is a pay-per-view. You got to pay for this.
This is the first message he sends me. My asshole feels like sandpaper. Want to rub? Not acceptable. Thank you. Not acceptable in any way. Yep, that part. The crows. So I called him an entitled prick and for thinking he had the right to speak to me that way. To which he replied, this is all like condensed down, but whatever. To which he replied, that's funny because if you knew me in real life, you'd know that I'm not entitled at all.
But I know you in the virtual life where you just asked me to sandpaper rub your
exactly.
ass down. Like.
So I said, so your argument is that you chose that line because you're actually stupid enough to think that that would bag you a woman? To which then he got really mad that I said that. And then I just capped it off with, you wouldn't have to justify your own actions with if you knew me in person, if you just stopped acting like a fucking douchebag online and acted like, quote unquote, how you really are. Because I was just like, what is this? Like, if you knew me, like, what? We're literally here to get to know each other. And this is what you're presenting is some fake shit that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm going to be into this.
If only you knew his true intentions.
His fucking true intentions.
Maybe it'd be cool.
People with their true intentions. Oh, my God.
You know, maybe it'd be a little different. But I will just say this quick before you even go to the next thing.
Yeah.
Whoever the first guy was that slid into the DM so savagely like this and it worked, come find me so I can slap the shit out
Literally,
of you.
Literally, I don't understand.
Life. You ruin life for motherfuckers, okay? You ruin life. You're the luckiest man on the planet and you ruin life for motherfuckers. But I
don't know that I think that is what happened, is that these men are doing this and it's working.
You did not hear me. I said the one guy.
Yeah, the one guy.
That it worked, and he told his homeboys, and that started the whole team.
I don't know, maybe. But see, I don't believe that that's where this whole phenomena originated. Because in my mind, like, the more I speak to these dudes, and again, like, these examples that I'm bringing up, these are not the outliers. This is literally the standard. The outliers are the normal fucking guys that are just having normal conversation. Which, in my defense, I am actually giving them normal replies back. I'm matching the energy. I swear to God I am. So the normal people, I'm saying normal things.
I haven't seen it.
But anyway, I think that where all of this originated is that men do not live in a world where they have been conditioned since essentially birth to respond and acknowledge the female gaze. Like, the world, like, yes, exactly. I'm bringing the bullets on this one because I'm sick of this shit. The majority of these men on these dating apps are ruining the situation for everyone else, meaning the women and for the actual genuine men on here, because they are just out here not, like, able to understand that they actually have to do work and should want to do work to make themselves attractive to women. And I don't mean just like your physical appearance. I mean your photos themselves, like the way you talk,
the profile,
the way the
all
of
deal,
it.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
They really don't understand that is what they are supposed to be doing on these apps. Like this one guy, he literally had a profile that was a picture of him smoking a cigarette. And then in his profile, it said, "I actually don't smoke anymore. I actually don't smoke cigarettes anymore." So of course I messaged him and I'm like, fucking walk me through this. Like, make this make sense.
See what happened was.
And he was like, and I actually didn't hate his response. I actually thought it was kind of funny. And he said, It's really just about what is any aesthetic choice about? Quote, I just like it. And I was like, okay, that's a valid point if we're talking about social media on the whole. Like when you have an Instagram profile or you have these other profiles, like you should post shit that you like. Period. Like,
correct.
Do what you're doing. Like
run
don't
your
do
profile
shit for
how
other
you
people.
want it.
Don't do what you think other people want you to do. Like live your best life, right? You're on a dating app. Like men do not understand. The goal on a dating app is not I like this. The goal on the dating app is she will like this. That is where we're at with this. And the fact that even he gave me such a concrete example of the way that they're like men, most of these men are like misthinking the situation of being like, well, I just liked it, so I did it. It's like you're not, they don't live in a world where they're like their success and their fucking safety and all the rest of the thing is dependent on women gatekeepers. And women live through this fucking their whole lives. And so you should be as mad at these dudes as I am, honestly, even though you've been defending them. Because they're ruining it for you, too. Because they are causing these women to be fucking disengaged and distrustful from the jump.
Well, here's
Soapbox.
Here's the thing that I'm going to say about these guys. All right, hold on. So, I can't even hate them because I've just hated all other men than myself for the longest time. And, you know, as other episodes that have been heard, including the high school life and, you know, whatever that's happening, like, there's a lot that happens.
Yeah, there's a lot, yeah.
So... and
people are not mature. They haven't reconciled their traumas. Yeah, I
literally,
understand.
I work with somebody who lies about her height because she doesn't want dudes as tall as me swiping right on her. So, like,
Touché.
I'm supposed to be out here hating these dudes when they struggling the way I'm struggling. So, you know, I want to have a hate in my heart, let it out white power, but I can't do it. Like, so... I hear you, and you're right that we should do better.
Understand this. They should understand that the goal is to fucking make themselves attractive to women.
Understand is a strong word, girl. I don't mean to be this broken record out here in season 2 the same way I was in season 1. But we kind of dumb. Like, so I'm not about to go.
Sound that I sent you the other day. Fucking.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What is you? Are you motherfucking dumb? You want to be motherfucking dumb right now? Cut his mic.
Cut his mic. You want to be done like that?
It's fucking Nicki Minaj.
And cut their mics. But the way you cut their mics is unmatched, which obviously you know. But no, I don't know. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, from a guy's perspective, a lot of these dating apps are. It's not a 1-to-1, so calm down, people. But a lot of these dating apps are almost like a virtual, better version of the strip club. We popping on there, we seeing what we like. We're just saying we like it. We're not caring about like all these other things. Like, you're out here, you want to know like what it's about, like who he is, and which is not how strippers be acting immediately, but like in the end they do want to know, like, do you got money, you trying to get,
do you got it or
so,
not?
like, yeah, they're trying to figure out things the same way you're trying to figure out things on the app. Mm-hmm. And we're like, yo, you talking too much. Okay, I like my chips with the dip. Okay, let's go. And so it's like we don't look at it like that.
I know, but like this is why this is just like doesn't work, because it's just like these dating apps. Ultimately, the part of the problem is that men are not. See, here's this. I actually came up with this morning.
Here she goes.
I actually came up with this morning, and I can't decide how I feel about it because I don't like the notion of people having to like be honest with themselves about their like attractive level. Like, everyone's beautiful, kumbaya, right? Woosah. But at the same time, like, here's my idea for a more successful dating app. You have everybody rank themselves on a scale of 1 to 10 of attractiveness.
Ooh.
And then your ranking of yourself puts you in the pool with everybody else who ranked themselves that number. And you can see how well you do.
This idea is trademarked by My Make Studios.
Thank you. Is this not a good idea? Then like rank yourself whatever you like. You think you got it? Fucking go off. 10. I'm a 10, bitch. We'll see how you do with the other 10s. If you're getting play, congrats. If you're not getting play, you change your ranking. See how you do in the other pool. This is a good idea, right?
I'm not mad about this idea at all.
I literally thought this through today as I was fucking swiping on 200 dudes
I'm about to call Alan, tell him to make this app, right?
Yeah.
Tonight.
Because then it's just like, it's not somebody else saying you're ugly. It's like, you rank yourself how you like, and then we'll just see what the people in that category think and how well you do. Maybe you'll be great.
So is this like, what was that thing? The like Hot or Not? Wasn't there like an app like a Hot or Not or something?
I mean, kind of, but that implies that like somebody else is just like gatekeeping. Like this isn't about a gatekeeping thing. It's about the fact of like,
no, but
if
I mean,
people mutually agree that like they're in the same level, then great.
But it's gatekeeping by the app in the sense that like if I rank myself a 10, then I get put in the 10 pool. Right. If I rank myself a 8, I get put in the 8 pool. So like there is some gatekeeper. It's just not a person. Now it's just the program. It's the algorithm at that point.
Well, and it's the other people.
Correct.
Because that's part of the problem about what's going on now is like these men. I mean, some of them. I'm not talking about regular looking guys. Like women, I'm convinced are genuinely more willing to date beneath them looks wise than men.
Where they do that at?
I think they are.
Can you show me some of them? I'd love to meet them.
I feel like I can off wax name all kinds of couples where it's like it's like a common thing. Like the dude outkicked his coverage. Like
yeah, I do see that a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't meet them. I guess that's why I'm retired.
I mean, perhaps, but like my point being is that like women are I even am like willing to like talk to guys. I mean, that's the whole point of this experiment is that I'm trying to judge them primarily based off their like fucking communication skills.
Who are you actually?
Right. And it's just like, but these dudes, it's just like, you are not playing fair because you are just swiping on me when you have swiping right on me and trying to talk to me when you really have no business doing so. And I know that sounds terrible, but like, it just is the fucking facts of the reality of the situation.
Talk your shit, CEO.
Your pictures, you have no pictures. You have one shitty picture of you in sunglasses. Like, you might be a great guy.
Awesome.
But like, this is not accurate and not fair. Like, I am out here trying to make myself attractive on this profile. I did put in work for this. Like, I fucking dressed up, put this makeup on, did my hair, found a cute outfit, took a cute photo, edited it, put it on the dating app, and repeated that six to 9 times. Like, if you are out here swiping right at me with one fucking photo of you in bed, you have no business swiping right on me. I don't care. Like, I don't care about the rest of it. And so it's just like, this is just not working. And there needs to be some kind of better way for people to get it better categorized and that people can like be with people. I don't know. It's just like, this is so crazy.
You're not getting no argument from me. Like,
so anyway, that's my idea for a new dating app. Somebody should make that.
Hey, we'll make some calls. We'll talk to some people, see what we can do.
But like, here's this guy here. Oh my God, you would know how much this would piss me off. I feel like the listeners know me well enough by this point to know.
Uh-oh.
And this guy, he means well. So I didn't come for his fucking nuts the way I just do some of these guys. But anyway, he says, "Hey, you seem pretty cool. So you're a podcaster." It says in your profile. So what's your podcast about? Which, that's a mild annoyance when people ask me what the podcast's about. I do have it in my profile, but it's like...
yeah, you could look it up.
You could look it up,
all right,
yeah.
Maybe you're just, like, really excited to talk to me and just kind of ignored it, or maybe you didn't read the profile, whatever. Okay, so we can talk. Like,
so, whenever anybody asks me what's the podcast about, I immediately send them the actual link to the podcast because Mama's trying to fucking promote the shit.
Let's go, baby.
What is it? The alternative fucking intentions. But anyway, so I sent the link.
Ulterior motive.
And then I said, LOL, that sending the link's easier than explaining, so they don't think I'm just like a bot.
Yeah.
So his response, you tell me if I would be annoyed at this. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check it out. Sounds pretty interesting. So tell me a little about yourself. What are your hobbies?
Now, I have to ask, did he ask this like in one foul swoop? Like,
yes. One message, one bubble.
I gotta take the glasses off for this. Bro. If you want to know more about somebody who actually has a podcast talking about themselves and you don't want to listen to it, the least you can do is not ask them an immediate question that will be answered in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that his question is bad, because his question is not bad.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he had good intentions.
Started it, if he would have skipped the, oh, you're on a podcast, and just started with that as whatever, or like, you know, kind of basic as it was, at least he's not like, now it's like, okay, you just didn't read the profile. You're not just asking a personal question, whatever. I can move to that.
Right.
But it's like, oh, so you read the profile and you acknowledged the podcast, and I gave you the opportunity, and you just like,
jump ship. Yeah.
Get this shit out of my face.
Right. And then on top of it, you want me to now do the work of explaining to you my quote unquote other hobbies, which, let's be honest, like, there's only so many fucking hours in the day, and we spend literally multiple hours, multiple days a week doing this podcast. Like, this podcast is the hobby.
Hello.
But second of all, it's just like, you just read my profile. Like, there's a ton of shit in there to comment on. And he's like, oh, what are your hobbies? It's like, dude, like, again, stop asking me for labor. Like, make it easier for me to be interested in talking to you. Like, yes, is it boring for me to answer 1,000 questions about why are you obsessed with cherries? A little bit, but I never get mad at people who come to me with that, because it's like, I'm the one that put that on my profile. I'm not mad that you're coming to me being like, what's up with the cherry obsession?
You're asking me about something that I put there
right.
for you to grab at.
This other guy, he literally had no profile, and he messages me and is just like, so tell me about yourself. I literally was like, well, that's why dating apps have a bio function and why I filled mine out pretty thoroughly. And he was like, oh, that's a good point. I had never thought about it. Like, why are you here? This is not fair to me that you have not thought about these things. Simmer. Trigger.
First of all, when you on these apps, girl, you need to recognize one thing. If you are sitting there and your question in your head out loud to the media is, why are you here? I can tell you right now that the answer 99.999% of the time is a 3-letter word that rhymes with T-Rex.
Yeah, okay, fair.
So, like, you are wasting your energy, even wasting the time to say it, because you know this, man.
I know, but, like, you're not doing what you need to do in order to get there. Like,
I didn't say they're doing it right. And again, I hate to sound like a broken record. We do it for fun, but we kind of be dumb.
I mean, especially the guys, like, I do hear your point. And in his situation, like, you know, he is just being dumb. But then there's the category of men who gets, like, aggressive with me that I'm, like, not
too aggressive?
And it's just like, you know, a lot of these guys, like, I'm giving you the extreme examples, obviously. Like, there's plenty where I'm just like, again, matching the energy. This one guy said hi. I said hi.
Hey, behind the curtain, she's really not nice to these motherfuckers, okay? Like she's saying she give you the extreme examples, but I'm telling you the outliers are her being nice to these motherfuckers, okay?
But anyway, the point is there's a lot of guys that then immediately turn around and are just like so aggressive with me and are so fucking ticked off and blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
yeah, because
in what world is the answer to you not getting laid to then just like be more fucking meaner and stupider and aggressive to the exact person or people or gender that you were trying to get laid from? Like, that doesn't fucking add up. Like, again, like, over shit that it's like, you could appeal to me, you could persuade me, you could convince me, and maybe it wouldn't work, maybe it wouldn't be successful, maybe I just am not finding you attractive, like, whatever it is, or I'm too busy to talk to you, like, whatever. But I'll tell you what is not gonna fucking work. cussing me out. Yeah, like what? You think that's gonna entice me to fuck you?
That trick.
Oh my god.
That trick.
It's just like it's very exhausting.
Hey, those are people that show their true intentions.
Yeah,
but,
they really do.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get a lot of it, but I also don't get nearly the matches that you get. So I can't really speak to it. The comparison. And
again, we've established that I'm literally the only woman on earth who has tried swiping right on every single guy. And a lot of these dudes did that to me. There's no doubt about it.
And to be fair, in my effort for equality, I will say that, most women aren't as upset by a either lack of response or a poor response, even if they're looking for just sex, where they feel the need to
literally attack
you out. Yeah. They're like, all right, enjoy your blue balls and unmatched. Like respect.
And it's just like, we're just not on the same page in any way.
You really are enjoying this experiment.
It is a good experiment. And I mean, honestly, like, I'm not gonna. There are examples of men that I'm not necessarily attracted to. Like, we're not gonna go out on a date, but like, we've had good conversation. And even this one guy this morning, I said, like, look, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, this thing that you send your profile, I'm not really looking for that, but so I just wanted to ask you this or that, but like, this has been a good convo. I don't want to waste your time. Like, sorry if you were offended by that. And he was like, no, this has honestly been a good convo. Like respect. And then we just like parted ways on like mutual respect. And we didn't even unmatch.
Walk to the corner of the sidewalk, and there was a left and a right. You went left or you went right. Yeah. Wow, that's literally like a Tinder love story if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Like,
so I mean, beautiful. There's gonna be one more part to this Tinder jail story, I think, because I'm kind of reaching the end of my capacity to really exhaust right swipes, like for the entire potential swipes for the day. Like, it's just getting really exhausting and just the same shit over and over.
This is so hard. Her fingers are so
well, no, not
hurting.
that. I mean, just like the same examples. These same things keep happening. But like I said, it is teaching me a lot about what I am receptive to in these conversations, and why, and what should I be more receptive to. I feel like I've actually become more receptive in the past 2 weeks to like what I initially perceive as a mediocre response, and then I'm like, you know what, like, respond, give it a chance, and then I do. So that's like actually good. Some of these guys have really turned things around. I'm being serious. Like, before, me, I'd be like, one little thing, you're done. You're getting the bullets. Now I'm just like, I'll give you a little half fake second chance. Okay, wait, I've got one more example before we close. This is like in a completely different vein.
Oh, she has something else to cook on.
Yeah.
And my kitchen whip looking
like
a stir fry.
I gotta hear what you think of this.
Oh, so I haven't heard about this one? Okay, go ahead.
So, you're absolutely stunning. I'm very flattered for the swipe. Sadly, I'm only in town Wednesday to Sunday, but I'm thinking of relocating. And I said, so, good opening. He's like,
respect.
Yeah, respect.
It's very, very clear what's going down.
Yeah. He's like pretty.
I like the style.
He's like pretty good looking, nice beard, whatever.
Here we go. Blah, blah, blah.
So I was like, okay. So I said, are you just coming to the cities to scope it out or what? Like, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, I'm coming to scope it out, blah, blah, blah. So, like, very just brief, lighthearted, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl convo. You know what I mean? Finally, I say, cool, I should show you around Minneapolis. Where are you staying? Like, at this point, like...
Now we're setting it up.
It's just...
Let's go. Let's get to
cash.
Get to the flick.
Yeah. This is his response. You tell me what you think of this. My Airbnb is blah, blah, blah. I would be honored if you show me around.
Love
not bad.
that. I'm not even going to pretend like I haven't used that honored line more than 16,000 times, and it works.
It's a very good line.
Every time.
I like it. Then he says, also, just checking, did you see that I'm ethically non-monogamous in my profile? Which I did, and I was kind of okay with it, because, like, again, I'm just saying, like, maybe let's get a drink or something.
Yeah, like I'm not out here
trying not super serious, right?
I'm trying to wife you up, and apparently you already got one, so whatever.
But fair enough that you want to confirm that I, like, read that, because obviously some people would be like, absolutely not, never, goodbye.
Appreciate it.
So that's fine. Okay, so all good so far. Next paragraph. I have zero expectations as I'm a gentleman. If sparks fly, I'm not a prude. I've had amazing casual encounters in my life. I cannot guarantee that I'll be relocating there, nor a moving date. I know. I still have to sell my house. Consent is everything to me, and I want all potential dates and possible lovers to be informed and on the same page. So, like, what do we think of this?
I think that after
There's a lot of words to say he's a hoe. Exactly. Thank you, Joe.
After homeboy said I'd be honored, he should have shut the fuck up.
Oh, I mean, the non-monogamous thing was fine, but after that, yeah.
No. I mean, honestly, it's really not that important. Like, I mean, I get it. It seems it was clearly very important to him.
Right.
That's why he had to go in that whole goddamn diatribe.
Right.
But like, he should have just stopped at "I'm honored," and then waited for your suggestion on where to meet up, and then he could have
parlay this into texting, and then, like, you know,
it's
if you
like,
want to,
all right, let's get these numbers, and then once you get the numbers, then be like, hey, you know, just so you know, like, I'm not certain about moving there, and you know, I am this whole non-monogamous, which whatever. I got a whole rant about that I'll save for another day, and it'd have been fine.
It's just too much in that moment, right? Like, I'm not crazy for just being like, what the fuck?
No,
like, I literally saw this
there's
long
only
fucking
one
novel.
crazy person in this scenario, and it's a homeboy that apparently is dealing with his.
I just could not believe that I got that. And so then my response, I said, this is what I've been saying to all these fucking dudes. Help me understand the thought process of that paragraph. I said, I totally understand wanting to confirm that someone read in your profile that you're non-monogamous, but what exactly is the necessity of explicitly stating that you have no expectations, as well as a thorough reiteration of your moving status or lack thereof? Because I was trying to not be like, fuck off. So then, even though that kind of reads as fuck off, but whatever. So he says,
not a good try.
He says, I'm very into relationships, and someone as beautiful as you, I would definitely be down to engage with physically if there's also a relational component. However, I'm still selling my house, and my wife is still trying to put her feelers out in MN. So if we do connect, but it takes months for me to move, I don't want you to feel like you were just a notch on the belt. I'm very much so not usually a hookup person, unless it's a one-off weird situation. So if we connect, no matter how long it would take me to move, I know that I definitely want to see you again. And chapter.
Okay. This couldn't be more 101 on... And again, I'm not out here speaking like I'm the motherfucking... Jedi master of the dating apps, because Lord knows I'm not.
But,
however, if a girl's giving you at least, in this case, 4 responses, each of which has progressively gotten better to the point where they have offered to see you.
To meet, yeah.
Keep all the rest of that shit to face-to-face, okay?
Thank you.
Just keep it to the face-to-face.
Oh, thank God you agree. I was worried you were going to... Yeah.
No, hey, again, homeboy had me up until...
Literally.
It's an honor. I was like, oh, this is my dude. I'm about to be like, this is my shot of the week. And then he became my shot of the week the other way.
It's literally just too much. Like, you're talking about us like potentially hooking up and then potentially hooking up again in fucking X number of months when you maybe move here and if your wife is cool.
But
like,
here's the other thing.
What are you talking about?
Here's the other thing. The same way I told you I want to find that first dude that sent the DM or whatever so I can slap him, whatever that worked. This motherfucker right here has definitely told some shit about his wife and whatever and da-da-da and the whole blah, blah, blah to some lady somewhere here in the world. And she was like, all right, bet. I'll see you tonight.
Right.
And I want to slap him too.
I know. And, you know, it's funny because, like, most people would just be, like, freaked out by the my wife thing. And that's, like, the least of what I cared about that he said.
Yeah, no, I mean, he already acknowledged that he's not monogamous, so that should be irrelevant.
Right.
But
so it's just too much. And so that's what I said. I replied, I said, look, I don't hate the sentiment, but I'm not going to lie. This all feels a bit aggressive and unnecessary. All I said was, I'll show you around. LOL. I'm not sure the situation is that deep.
He was trying to get deep, you know what I'm saying?
He really was trying to get deep. I'm like, it is not that fucking deep. Like, you're literally talking about, like, us,
that's
like, our future hookups. When I literally, all I said was, like, oh, yeah, I'll show you Minneapolis. Like, in what world? Like, it's just, it's too much. The world
where he's like, oh, you're so gorgeous, I can't wait for you. Oh, my God.
But I don't know. Even then, even at that point, I said, okay, I'm going to go work out. I'll think on this a little while. Because, like, it's not so much that what he was saying is, like, bad. It's just like you said. It's like, fucking save it. You know what I mean? So even then, I was still like, maybe I'll, like, cool off for a bit and, like, whatever, reconsider and then be like, fine, like, let's meet up. Like, fine. You're just being too much, but whatever. He's kind of older. I'm like, maybe he just, whatever. So anyway, but then this sealed the deal. The last thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean for it to feel that way. If your expectations are, I'll just show you around, quote, that is more than fine. Which...
You know how I feel about fine.
I know. Good point. I hadn't even thought of that.
So,
you've always said that.
I have always said that. Sounds like my man's just sealed his grave. And you know, it was recently WrestleMania, and my man's The Undertaker went into the Hall of Fame, and it sounds like my man's just really wanted to tell you that he's gonna rest in peace.
And that one just sealed the grave because it's just like, whether he was feeling some type of way or not, who knows? Maybe he's like you and is aggravated. Maybe he's just stupid and just said that and he doesn't actually care. But the point being is that I also didn't mean that. I also didn't mean, whoa, there's nothing going to happen between us. I'm only going to show you around. The point being, once again, I literally don't know how many times I can say this. You're doing too much. It like, it's fine. Like, fucking A, for somebody who's just like into casual, you sure don't seem very casual. Fuck.
I mean, he's into something.
No
but
kidding.
Not something.
So
I actually had a dating app idea that just came to my head, but I'm gonna save it for part 3.
Okay.
Because
part 3 is if I ever actually meet or go on any dates with these dudes. Because so far in fucking 3 weeks of this experiment, every single one that was supposedly supposed to go into a date did not. And most of the time, not through my cancellation of it. So that's a whole nother thing. But we'll save that for part 3 because we're out of time. We're going to see.
Oh, my days. My shot of the week is to all those suckers. I feel bad for them. I mourn with them. I drink with them.
Oh.
I cheers to them as we go.
Honestly, they need some goodwill, so fine. I'll
and,
second.
And again, you know how mean you were to them, so we pop into this little drink break, and we will see y'all back for part 3.